What's up, everyone? It's Marco from PhoneDog.com, and welcome to day 21 of the HTC One M8 challenge. Now, this one is going to be old school because it's going to be about call quality. And I know a lot of you guys say, well, you know what? I don't really use my cell phone for making phone calls. I just text, I email, I Facebook, I Twitter. I do all of this stuff, and I don't really make phone calls. But most of us have unlimited minutes or whatever, or those kind of plans, or the T-Mobile Jump plan, Verizon Unlimited, or the AT&T Next, and also Sprint's basically unlimited plans. But I do make phone calls, and phone calls are very important facts of having a cell phone. And most modern cell phones are pretty darn good at making phone calls. They're very clear, very advanced, and the HTC One has noise cancellation mics. We have really good speakers. You can use boom sound speakers for speakerphone, which is great, but there are a few things that I just don't like about the HTC One in terms of how it makes phone calls, and this is not carrier specific. This is not like Verizon versus AT&T or T-Mobile versus Verizon or Sprint. This is basically how the phone is built to be a phone. So let's get into it. So over my last 21 days of using the HTC One and my challenge, and also the time before event when I had it for a review, I've never had any problems with making phone calls with the HTC One. Usually the lines are pretty clear, the voices are pretty clear. Now this one's on Verizon. I also used it on AT&T as well as T-Mobile, and all of them sound just fine. The microphones do a very good job with noise canceling. It's very good in terms of background noise. I've only found one really irritating thing about the HTC One in terms of making phone calls, and that's where they put the earpiece. It's actually on the left side of this boom sound speaker, which does not make sense at all. So basically, if you want to hear completely clear, you kind of have to put your phone like this on your face. Now, this looks perfectly normal, but it feels really odd on my face, unlike a normal phone where the earpiece is right dead center. I'm not exactly sure why they decided to put that there. It's just a very annoying thing. And if you do put it in the center, it kind of sounds muffled, muted, whatever you want to do, because it is pressing on the skin of your ear and not actually over your ear, I guess, hole, canal, whatever you want to call it. I'm not super scientific about that kind of stuff, but that's one of the biggest complaints. Now, in terms of speakerphone, it's going to be one of the best phones you can use for speakerphones because it uses boom sound, which means you have two speakers to deliver your audio. You can lay it down on a flat table. It can be used for a conference call even. It's that loud, it's that clear, and it does a very good job in terms of reducing echo when the speaker is active, and also getting all the voices from around the table. There's tons of microphones on the HTC One, so you're not going to have that big of a problem. So I know this was kind of a simple and short video about the HTC One and call quality. It's definitely a great cell phone, and we kind of expect it to be. The only thing that really bugs me is where they put that earpiece. It just does not make sense. It feels really weird, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in that community who says the HTC One has a really odd ear placement. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If you have the HTC One, let me know if you think the same way about the earpiece and where it's actually located on the phone, whether HTC should probably just move it to his dead center. I mean, I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place, but that's just a suggestion. So HTC, move the earpiece to the center and you'll be awesome in terms of making phone calls. So my name is Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at PhoneDog_Marco, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.